welcome and thank you so much for joining me, Alyssa Arundell, for your April 2021 tarot card reading. For this month, we're going to pull 3 tarot cards to look into the personal development side of what this month can offer. And then we're going to pull an oracle card to just explore that more spiritual side of what may be happening. But this is a general reading and I hope that you do get something from it. But if you would like to reach out for your personal one-to-one consultation with me, I'd be honored to work with you, and I'll leave that info in the description box down beneath this video, as well as your free 3-card tarot reading if you would like to explore that. But without further ado, let's get into this month and see what the cards hold for you. Hello lovely Leo, and welcome to your April 2021 tarot card reading. This month we are going to use 3 tarot cards to symbolize what is going on the self-development front aspect of your life, and then we're going to move on to these dragon path oracle cards for the more spiritual dimension of your life. For me, tarot is very much about it's a very practical tool. Actually, I don't see it massively as divination, weirdly. It can be used for that, but for me it's all about the personal development. It's all about putting our own what's going on in our own life into the cards. So obviously it's a general reading, but I have set the intention that it picks this up specifically for you, Leo. So let's see what's going on for you guys in the month of April. So the first card that comes up for you here is the Queen of Cups. This is lovely. If this is a person in your life, it's probably going to be a female who gives you some kind of nurturing that you've been missing, or that you feel that you haven't had. Somebody in your life who really listens to your story without interrupting you, without judging you, just somebody that you can really, really trust. And I think for some of you who have this woman come into your life, it's just going to feel really lovely, it's just going to feel really nice to have somebody who you can rely upon. If it doesn't represent a person, this is a situation where, again, I feel you're going to be more nurtured in some way, more looked after. Perhaps you're the one that always has to come up with the solutions, with the ideas, with the plans. And actually, when the Queen of Cups comes up, it says to you, no, Leo, you've done enough. I'm going to help you in some way. So if this is a person, great. If this is just an energy surrounding you, brilliant. It's about feelings. Cups are about water. They're about feelings. And this is about nurture. And so I'm really happy that some of that energy is going to be coming in for you, because I do feel like you tend to be, because your sign has a lot of confidence. Obviously, it depends on what else you have in your chart, but you do tend to have a lot of confidence as a Leo. And because of that, you make brilliant leaders. But the problem with that is sometimes it's nice to be the one that is led a bit, or, being in charge constantly can be a bit of a drag. It can just drain our energy and it becomes a bit boring. So to have somebody else step in, or a situation come into your life that gives you a little bit of time and space to breathe, I think will be a really welcome thing to happen for you. The next card that comes up for your month of April is the 3 of Cups. More feelings, more emotions, but happy, good ones. The 3 of Cups is about community, about collaboration. It can be about your neighborhood that you live in pulling together in some way. So you could be part of some kind of fundraising or some kind of team effort that is brilliant. Is asking you to blow your own trumpet. Feel free to do that, okay? It's not about coming across as arrogant, but you are wanting to tell people what you're good at. And I think people will be really receptive to hearing about your life story. And I think this month it is about getting your experience out there. It can also be a celebration. So you may hear of some kind of birth, wedding, engagement this month, and that might make you really smile. So some good news in terms of your immediate surroundings, I think, is on the way for you this month. So again, really lovely, warm, fuzzy feelings coming up for the month of April, which is nice. And then the next card, wow, more feelings. So, considering you're a fire sign, to pull 3 water cups is quite extraordinary, really. It doesn't usually happen, ever. When I do readings for fire signs, very rarely come up with so many cups. So, very interesting. This card's a bit more difficult to navigate, but actually I think after all that warm fuzzy stuff, you're like, okay, but where's the challenge, right? Because you do like the challenge as well. So the 7 of Cups is about choices that you need to make, and they're actually good choices. If you imagine in each of these cups is something you really want. So let's say this is home, family, a great job, looking great, feeling great, meeting the perfect partner, and living somewhere that you really want to live. So you've got all these things in front of you that you really like, but you can't have them all at once. You got to choose which things you're going to go for first. That can be really hard, but the positive is surely it's better to have too many choices than no choice and feel like you're the 8 of Swords, trapped and confined with no way out. You have plenty of ways out here. It's just your biggest challenge is going to be, which do you go for first? And I would say if you can't decide what you want, go for what's easiest. Now, that's advice that I don't always give, because sometimes I think in life it's good to get the hard stuff out the way first, or the bigger challenges out the way first. But actually, I feel if you can break things down in your life into more manageable sections, you'll feel like you've achieved more. So a lot of choices and decisions. It could be choices between lovers if you're single and you're talking to people, maybe online. Maybe there's more than one person you're interested in. Just take it slow, get to know the people. No one's asking you to make any snappy decisions, but just know that, the choice will eventually have to be made. But because it is Cups, make it from the heart. Your heart, you may have felt in the past, your heart's let you down. The heart doesn't let us down. What it does is it teaches us lessons. So even when things don't work out, we always come out of it wiser. So you can't really make the wrong choice with this card because there's so many other things to fall back on. So actually, I'm pretty excited for you guys for the month of April. Very much more in tune with your emotions, which is lovely. So let's see what Dragon Oracle card comes up for you, Leo, for the month of April. So the card that comes up here says Crystal. Wow. This is quite cool. I think some of you are going to be really getting into crystals if you're not already this month. I think that's as simple as what this message is saying. And actually, it can be really fun. I remember going to Greece. Well, I don't really remember it because I was only a child. And the papoose there, the Orthodox priest, said to my mother, you should always make sure that Alyssa wears turquoise because it will, spiritually protect her. And so I always try and make sure that I'm wearing a piece of turquoise jewelry every day. I'm not actually wearing a piece today, but I just think that's really cool. And there's a crystal for everything. So if you feel like you want more protection, then yes, you could wear the turquoise or the black onyx or any kind of black crystal would be perfect for protection. If you want more spiritual kind of connection, then maybe go for something like an amethyst or a lapis lazuli. If it's about energy, then maybe go for like a citrine bracelet or ring or necklace. And what can be really fun is, it's something you can wear, whether you're male, female, whatever, you can wear it. It can give you a boost in energy. Crystals do have a massive power. They come from the earth. They are pieces of Mother Earth. And so I feel like delving into the kind of crystal-y side of things this month might be something that you could be interested in. And if you are already an avid crystal collector, then maybe it's about, cleansing them, giving them a bit of a revival, putting them out under the sunlight to recharge, or leaving them under the light of a moon to recharge. So this is quite a esoteric spread, because sometimes when we do spreads together it's very much more practical, but I think this month it is more about feelings, emotions, the more mystical side of life. And this is something I think that you're actually really going to enjoy. You know, it's about what we were saying about that leadership. It's not always about getting things done. Sometimes it's just about enjoying the smaller things. And I think that's going to be really something that comes up for you for the month of April. So I definitely feel by the end of the month, you're going to feel a lot more recharged, particularly in an emotional and spiritual way, Leo. So there you have your April 2021 tarot card reading. Thank you so much for joining me this month and sharing the space with you. I so look forward to reading for you again next month. But if you would like to reach out to me for that live one-to-one consultation, I'd be honored to work with you, and I'll leave that information of how you can do that in the description box beneath this video. But until we speak again next month, stay safe and take care. Alyssa.